In response to the invitation sent out by the Shagaya and Rashid families for the wedding of their children, Dr. Amina Rashid and Hakeem Shagaya, friends, colleagues, and members of both families turned out in very impressive number to honor them. The multi-legged event began with the first leg, which took place in Katsina, the hometown of the bride, Dr. Amina Rashid, who is the daughter of the chairman of the Sovereign Wealth Fund, Alhaji Mai Rashid. The array of dignitaries in attendance, which cut across all spheres of importance in the country, bringing together people from all the geopolitical divides of the country, further confirms the enormous goodwill and influence the Rashid and Shagaya families enjoy in places that matter. The all-time First Bank family, made up of Oba Dr. Otudeko, Bisi Onosaya, and Prince Afonja, MD and Chairman respectively, were in attendance. Also in attendance were Senator Bukola Saraki, Governor Abubakar Ahmed, the Chief of Defense Staff, Admiral Olasayed Ibrahim, the Chairman of AMCON, Alhaji Belgore, and other illustrious indigents of Kwara State, who were there to give the mother of the groom, Hajia Bola Shagaya, the much-needed support and solidarity. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Bade, former ACM presidential candidate, Alhaji Nuri Badu, Mr. Tunde Lemo, Deputy Director Operations of the Central Bank of Nigeria, and Mr. Tunde Folawiyo. Hakeem, the groom, is the second son of a highly successful and influential businesswoman, Hajia Bola Shagaya, who is from Ilorin, Kwara State. While the bride, Dr. Amina Rashid, is a daughter of Alhaji Mai Rashid, the chairman of the Sovereign Wealth Fund. The event formally kicked off as the bride and groom were ushered into the venue of the special event put together for them.
Mina and Hakeem, please be each other's best friends. Because after all is said and done, it is friendship that abides and sustains this institution called marriage. Marriage is not easy. So talk to each other, cry with each other, laugh at and with each other. Don't hesitate to say you're sorry. And always remember to say thank you. It's amazing what those two words can do. Please, Mina and Hakeem, do not take each other for granted. If something pleases you, say it. But more importantly, if something upsets you, share it. Don't sulk. Men and women are wired differently, and often we don't realize when we hurt each other's feelings.
There was a performance by a cultural troupe before the cutting of the cake.
Everybody please spell Allah with me. A L L A H.
من المحيي من المميت من الهادي الرحمن الرحيم الله يا كريم.
Some dignitaries acted as observers who gave their verdict later.
I hope, Hakeem, as you have shown Mina so much love and commitment, you will be able to sustain such love through your lifetime with Amina. I hope that you will provide for her from what you have so that she will not miss anything from her home. I hope you will teach her religion, that you people will show the world and the hereafter that you're true Muslims. And I hope you will not keep late nights. Okay, Amina, you do come from a very good family. We've taught you a lot to be a good person. You have the pedigree to sustain a marriage. You can see that your parents, of which I'm one as well, we've spent over 30 years in our husbands' houses, not because it was all green and fine, but because we knew patience and endurance. And I hope that you will go and show the same to the Shagaya'S. You must tell them that you're a true Rashid. You must show them you've been brought up so well. Provide him with very hot meals so that he doesn't go out to eat in restaurants without you.
Friends of the couple also spoke about the union, advising them to be worthy role models for those coming behind to follow.
Hakeem is a very kind, generous, and most impressive of all, he's God-fearing and religious, and he inspires all of us here to get closer to God. I have no doubt that the union between him and Mina is going to be a glorious one. They're going to have beautiful children, and suffice to say, Hakeem knows how to spoil a girl a little. Mina will never lack for anything. He will give her a good home, good clothes, and on a few occasions, a few diamonds here and there. Congratulations and happy married life.
She has always been very honest, very fearless. She is intelligent, she's beautiful from inside out. She is not afraid to laugh at herself. She's not afraid to show who she is to whoever is at any point. I love her like a sister. She is the person I would go to if I needed advice. If I need someone to tell me the truth without worrying what I actually would say or how I would react to it. And I wish you so much. I wish you everything. And I've never seen you so happy since you met Hakeem. And I can't wish anything more. He is the luckiest man in the world. You really are. And you really like it, because he's your best friend. As Fatima said, he is already your best friend, and I hope this continues, and you continue to have all the fun, and just stay true to yourself, and inshallah everything will be great.
The very brief, well-organized and well-attended Katsina leg of the wedding ended on a musical note with local and contemporary music in a subtle competition for attention. The Hakeem and Amina Shagaya pre-wedding activities moved to Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, on Sunday, 17th of February 2013. The event was strictly put together by women to specially celebrate the bride, or if you like, a validatory session organized for the bride by her friends, relations, and family members to bid her farewell and send her forth to the marriage institution. The wife of the Vice President, Hajja Amina Sambo, led the list of top dignitaries at the function, which included the wives of governors of Lagos, Ondo, and Benue states, as well as the wife of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. The mothers of the couple, Hajja Bola Shagaya and Hajja Rashid, received a very huge support from their friends across the country. The first to enter the arena was the bride and her friends, later the groom, also with his friends, and it was a great event unfolding from then on. The friends of the couple took turns to talk about them, while they also got words of encouragement.
Yesterday, two very special people got married. Hakeem, my son, married Mina, my daughter. So, yesterday, the 16th of February, was a union of two children of mine, so I stand here as a very proud mother.
I want to seize this opportunity to advise you to please take marriage as a serious business. But I pray to Almighty Allah to abide by the positive acts for this marriage to be a successful one. Amina, you are the wife, and love is expected of you. Take good care of your husband, respect him, take good care of the home, respect his parents like your own, take care of his family just like yours. I know you have had the best of training from your mother. And I believe all that has been said about Hakeem, you are well equipped to take care of that child. So I want you to be more tolerant than what you are expected to have. I want you to be patient. There's no key to a successful marriage than being patient.
This was followed by the bridal dance, with their friends also joining in. The bride and groom had a photo session with a long lineup of friends, relations, and in-laws. Indications, it is evident that the parents of the couple invested a great deal of time and expenses in giving proper upbringing and educational grounding to them. This has already put them in very vantage stead to be first among equals. The groom studied in the United Kingdom. Precisely, he has a Bachelor of Science degree in Information Management and Business Studies from the University of Sheffield in the United Kingdom and a diploma in Project Planning and Management. He also has an MSc in Management of Science and Technology and Innovation from the University of Manchester Business School. The groom began his education at the famous Adesowe College, Offa, in Kwara State. The bride, Dr. Amina Rashid, began her secondary school education at the Al Amin International School, Minna, in Niger State. She then moved over to the British School in Lome, Togo. Dr. Amina Rashid Shagaya bagged a BSc degree in medicine and surgery from the Medical School of Imperial College, London. She now practices as a medical doctor in the United Kingdom. The groom, Hakeem Shagaya'S working experience include a stint at the United Bank for Africa. He was also at the time the PA to the Minister of State for Finance, Special Assistant to the FCT Minister on Public and Private Partnership. He is currently a non-executive board member of the Unity Bank and a managing partner at Urban Space Investment Limited. The Abuja axis of the Hakeem and Dr. Amina Shagaya wedding ended with the usual emotional part, which involves leading the wife to her husband's house. There's a very huge presence of friends and family members on hand to take Dr. Amina Shagaya to the home of her husband. Haja Bola Shagaya received the family of the bride on behalf of the entire Shagaya family. Now, have you ever given a thought that it's like the Shagaya boys cannot settle for any less than a doctor? If you remember, Hakeem's brother also got married to a doctor some years ago at a union which has happily produced a bouncing baby boy. Now, did you know that the latest bride in the Shagaya'S household, Dr. Amina Rashid Shagaya, is a friend to the wife of Hakeem Shagaya'S brother? Now, put two and two together and arrive at a conclusion. However, stay tuned to the marriage proper, which comes up on Saturday, 23rd February 2013 at the International Conference Center, Abuja, for more details. It's hearty congratulations to the Rashid and Shagaya families and the couple themselves for this great stride. We pray that the marriage will be a successful one. Saturday, the 23rd of February 2013, will remain a watershed in the annals of the organization and attendance of events in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The occasion was the grand finale of the Rashid Shagaya wedding extravaganza, which was coming on the heels of the Nikai and cultural events in Katsina and Abuja exactly a week ago. The two families, who enjoy a lot of respectability and influence among Nigerians from different sectors of life, pulled every stop to make the event a very memorable one for their children and all those who were part of the epoch-making affair. The father of the bride, Alhaji Rashid, has been a key player in the financial sector of the economy for decades. This culminated in his recent appointment as the first chairman of the newly created Sovereign Wealth Fund Agency. As to be expected, therefore, a huge array of those who call the shots in Nigeria's financial sector were there, with top shots from the Nigerian Apex Bank, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and other banks registering a huge attendance. This is in addition to friends, well-wishers, and family members from Katsina State, the home place of the bride's father, who are there to give their solidarity and support. As for the mother of the bride, Haja Bola Shagaya, the ultimate and quintessential party planner, highly influential and cosmopolitan, The day was a day when all elements just worked in her favor. Hajia Bola Shagaya'S friendship that knows no boundaries and influence in high places brought together in one arena the wives of the governors of more than 12 states from different political parties, members of the Federal Executive Council from almost all the ministries, a phenomenon not common on a Saturday in Abuja. Key members of the judicial arm of government were also there. Governor Theodore Orji of Abia State, as well as deputy governors of Kogi and Kwara States, as well as the Chief of Defense Staff, Admiral Ola Sahad Ibrahim, who was the chairman of the occasion, was joined by the Inspector General of Police, Alhaji Mohammed Abubakar, and the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Joseph Dele Ezioba. Hajia Bola Shagaya'S influence was also noticeable in the huge bipartisan attendance of members of the Senate and House of Representatives. In fact, there seemed to have been no area left uncovered in terms of those who attended the event from all parts of the country and beyond. It would therefore be right to say that Hajia Bola Shagaya'S high-flying friend from Lagos, Kaduna, Ilorin, and other cities who came for the wedding of her son Hakeem must have practically shut down the social life of those areas, at least for Saturday, 23rd of February 2013. To have the First Lady and Mother of the Nation, Dame Patience Jonathan, in attendance at the event for upwards of 4 hours, when she should herself be resting, after that mega hosting of the entire world at our Thanksgiving reception a week ago, shows clearly that Hajia Bola Shagaya is indeed held in very high esteem by the First Family, and especially the First Lady, who refers to her usually as a special friend and sister. And just like the First Lady did during the wedding of Hajia Bola Shagaya'S first son some 2 years ago, she positively affected the wedding of Hakeem Shagaya, whom she affectionately called her son, with all the powers and influence at her disposal. She was assisted by her darling sister and friend and wife of the nation's Vice President, Hajia Amina Namadi Sambo, wife of the Senate President, Mrs. Helen Mark, and wives of former Nigerian heads of state, Hajia Mariam Abacha and Mrs. Ajoke Mohammed. This appropriately raises the profile of the event to grade A, as they say in the broadcasting parlance. One must salute the First Lady's uncommon attribute of social engineering, always bringing men and women of different political persuasions on the same table. This will go a very long way in dousing the tension perpetually orchestrated to bring bad blood among key players in the nation's polity. The highlight of the Hakeem Amina Shagaya wedding was when the couple, led by the groomsmen and bridesmaid, who were heavily decked out in dapper attires, made their majestic entry into the hall, with everyone standing to greet them. In fact, the manner in which the couple entered the arena looked every inch novel. Is indeed very novel and groundbreaking. Wind music with xylophone taking center stage.
And I say these words, look what this for you don't know what it takes, you would
The chairman's opening remarks was delivered by the Chief of Defense Staff, Admiral Ola Sahad Ibrahim, whose wife also bears a Mina incidentally. He gave the couple nuggets of tips drawn from his close to 30 years in the marriage institution. Patience, tolerance, and love, he advised, should drive the union at all times for it to record a record success at the end of the day.
This is my first message to Hakeem and Amina. You've joined the club of the lucky ones who have the opportunity to make the difficult choices in life. Let me start by congratulating you. And the way we see you working, with these large audience here, there's every evidence that all that we attend to you is the beauty of the institution of marriage and the blessings from Allah.
The Shagaya'S wedding extravaganza had a string of interesting side attractions. These included performances by comedian Bovi and musicians new on the scene Bears, M1, and One Day Cole.
Good morning. I this one is for you. Oh, yeah, shall we are okay. We are okay. Oh, yeah, shall we are okay. We are okay. Oh, yeah, shall we are okay. We are okay. Listen, let's hey, boss, see my checklist. I've been paving the way, John the Baptist. I've been doing my thing on the Atlas. Rap is blowing up and I'm the catalyst. Let's go. Feeling me, send a bumper to bumper, and I get free. Shalom for the rush, like into me. Every time I drive by, they feel the breeze. I make a head on 360 degrees. Are you ready now? To get the oh, that's why I say Jack Hello. You don't do it. I take anybody. Somewhere go, man.
The First Lady, Dame Patience Jonathan, supervised the cutting of the wedding cake with important words of admonition for the couple on how to successfully navigate the delicate and highly emotional issue of marriage, which doesn't have any universal solution. No two marriages are the same, she warned.
Today is all of us our happiest day. A day that I pray to Almighty God to fill your life with joy and happiness. I would like this audience to join me to spell joy, because I want this marriage to fill with endless joy. At the end of the last word of joy, you will cut your cake. Please let us spell joy together. The first word is J. O. and Y.
The wife of the Senate President, Mrs. Helen Mark, saw to the feeding of the couple.
Like a true African woman, feed him very well, because the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So show us how you are going to feed him from now on. Oh, she has given him a big chunk of cake, and Hakeem, like a true husband, is happily consuming it. And now, Hakeem, it is your turn. Show us how you are going to feed your wife after you have provided money for her to cook for the family. And he has now fed his wife.
After that, what took a large chunk of the time of the photographers and cameramen was a photo session that the couple, their parents, and well-wishers took with a wide array of their friends, colleagues, family members from all parts of the globe. The toast of the bride and groom was done by the younger brother of the groom, who asked everyone to clink glasses to the success of the marriage. In his response to the toast, the groom, Hakeem Shagaya'S, who spoke on behalf of his wife, Amina, whom he spoke very highly about, thanked his mother, Hajja Bola Shagaya'S, for making him the well-rounded man he is today. Hakeem promised on behalf of his wife that they will be worthy role models to the marriage institution. Hakeem also thanked his parents for giving him Amina, his jewel of inestimable value.
Before anything, I want to thank my mom. She's been wonderful. You know, she's responsible for a lot of who I am today. More importantly as well, I would like to thank my new family, the Rashid family. They've all been so warm and receptive. They hosted us really nicely in Katsina. I'm extremely humbled by the turnout today. I think both my friends that have come from all over, people that have come from my mom, it just shows like you stay humble in life and you are nice to people. People will always come and celebrate you whenever you are doing something. Amina and I, they were extremely overwhelmed. We didn't know it was going to be this grand, but we expected something similar, but not this grand. Obviously, thank my beautiful bride for saying yes. So make my dream come true on that side. thank her bridesmaids. They didn't dance very much, but they are all looking very beautiful, so thank you for coming.
The Shagaya'S high-octane wedding splash, which will remain the event to beat in Nigeria's social circuit for now, ended with a scintillating performance by Wande Cole, which the couple and their friends took to the dance floor to celebrate.
Let's go. Sexy gon' get it, I'm not gonna point. She said she gon' sell it, she said she wanna booty bag, I guess she gon' get it. We follow to your calls, I'll be gon' lick it. Let's go! One by one, 2 by 2, on the line, wait. You never see one talk on the TV. Nobody before, so I'm the dance, I make you one rush. One by.
It's hearty congratulations to the parents of the bride and groom for the groundbreaking wedding of their children.